Ooh, forbidden knowledge.
What a terrible thing to recognize that your betterment was an illusion. That you are so infatuated by the virtue of struggling that despite all your hard work, you made no real efforts to ever become well. Or that the treatment becomes such an obsession that instead of letting your wounds heal over time, you tear at the flesh in the hope that it will heal better and faster. If only it would bleed in the way you wanted. Do we ever become well? What do you think, Dr. Gray?
Alright, so how do we get in there? Yes, let's go to the clerk's office. Try that. No, the other way.
There must be a spare key to Dr. Gray's office in here somewhere. I need the key.
Yes, we do.
I don't have the combination for this. Maybe Jeremy did.
Alright, let's keep... I'm just trying to figure out... Because there's the... There's the dial, but it doesn't say any numbers of what it would be. The 358? Is that what we finally figured out? How from upstairs the astronomical motifs would take me to that hateful mound outside the... There are always three numbers. Do we do 853? Well, you know what's in there. Um... 23,630? No. numbers or anything on it. $913. We'll try it.
All right, time to get Jeremy out of that contract so we can get the hell out of here. Something tells me I'm gonna have to put my talisman to use.
So, nope, it's not 913.
How did you first come to understand such things, Senora? How did you know that the battered boil in the basement would lead me to Lafayette Cemetery? Or how the old upstairs clock, with its astronomical motifs, would take me to that hateful mound outside of Claremont Harbor? Those are my memories, my past.
I need the key.
Okay. Does anyone in chat know this one? Want to give me a hint? I'll take a hint. Because a book filled with Jeremy's thoughts is not helping me this time. Hi, sweet kitty. Alright. I don't want to love a sweet kitty right now, I'm sorry. I hate it. I hate that I was right.
It worked.
I was just going in the wrong direction.
The last guest in the empty room suffered from severe maladaptation. I must write this down, because if I understand the condition sufficiently, it could make me deny this fact at a later date. And there is reason for me to think I may come to suffer the consequences from this dysfunction, as some who came in contact with the guest seemed to adopt a new worldview in which everything was predetermined but broken. Upon accepting this worldview, some memories became unmanageable and later rejected. I do not know what this means. I cannot even remember the fate of the guest. I think they were simply misplaced one day and forgotten. Just like all documents pertaining to this guest, they have all been destroyed, or they never existed in the first place. Who wrote this? There has never been a guest in the empty room.
All right.
Dr. Gray's office, all to myself. Let's see if we can figure this guy out.
Cassandra's things.
I have finished tidying up Miss Beauregard's belongings. I will leave it to you
Beauregard.
to contact her agent and have them collect her things. I found one of Grace's drawings she might want back, along with this key in her room, which I believe you've been looking for, Mrs. Thompson.
Yes, France. Sorry, not Germany. France. McCarthy's pirate treasure.
This is where McCarthy has hidden my favorite young. It's very important.
Dearest Dr. Manzetti, I find myself in a losing battle with my patient. As I've disclosed in my previous letter, his delusions have him completely captured. It's bad enough that he is torturing himself with paranoia, but his madness turns out to be quite persuasive to others, effectively laying the ground for mass delusion. I am writing to you in hope that you can give me some guidance. Beyond my ambition to avoid devastating surgery on my patient, I have grown worried about my own defenses. The words of my patient are deranged, yet they often resonate with something primitive within me. I have tried photographing his brain with X-rays. It was surprisingly difficult to get good results. Dark blotches on the plates kept obscuring all details. My patient looked at the bad plates and cried out in terror, telling me the dark areas was the shadow of the worm, eating him from inside. I could not see anything out of the ordinary. I hope this is a sign that my mind is not as receptive to the madness as I had feared. After further inquiry, my patient described the shadows inside his mind as some kind of chthonic monstrosity that wants to undermine his sanctuary. This is clearly a reference to a place he calls Teroea, a sort of library or convent that works as a psychological haven. With this imaginary haven threatened by this Chthonian, he has now constructed another, less pleasant hiding spot. Lately, he has been bringing up a metaphor of a steamboat that has run aground, that he feels like he needs to start the engines and reverse, but he is afraid that the hole in the hull would cause the whole ship to sink. I've been watching him turn this metaphor into reality for the last week. He knows it's made up, but he is doubling down, trying to make it a real memory. I feel certain that this is my chance to break through the barriers of his self-deceit.
That is some mental gymnastics there, my buddy. Taking your own metaphors and turning them into memories. I have so many things to do now. Let's go put France in its rightful place. Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. Wrong way. All the doors look the same. Right, go out here. Take a right. Actually, we just go up the stairs here. We don't have to take a right. We go up the stairs here. And then take a right. I do believe. Or no. It might be in here. Yeah, I think it's right in here. The key to that yet? Alright. Hi.
Brother, I need you to trust me. This is the most important moment in our family's history. I know you have doubts and that the terrible Mama Loa told you lies. I would never betray you. I promise. Lottie.
Yeah, so once you come out of that nightmare thing, all the rooms have new stuff in it. Clues. Full-on clues.
Detective Conby, I'm terribly sorry that my niece has pulled you into this mess. Please, with all my blessings, take her away from this cursed place. I have destroyed that Eater of Worlds and locked it away in the attic and retreated to a place of hiding. Tell Emily I'm safe. Tell her all the lies you can think of to make her listen. Take her back to New Orleans. Sincerely, Jeremy.
Okay, so Jeremy's just running around the joint. After all that, Jeremy's just here hanging out. Oh no, where are you going? Oh no, we did join here. This is what's his name's room, and this is Jeremy's room, but it's locked now. Alright. And this is the cut through. Oh jeez.
Detective Conby. Good to see you again. Solved the case yet?
I'm trying. Hey, Grace, you okay?
Oh, she is just peachy, Detective. Are you looking forward to the Feast of St. John, Grace?
I can't wait.
Kids, ain't they great?
What exactly are you planning for tonight?
Oh, not much. We eat, we drink, we pay tribute to the wishing tree in the conservatory. The usual.
The usual.
Then why all the excitement?
There is just something about tonight. Something's different. I think we all feel it. Besides, we got ourselves some new words for the prayer thanks to your buddy Jeremy.
She'll come and turn the world inside out, and things will begin again.
That sounds strangely threatening.
You should come.
Oh, God damn it, Grace. Stay put for once.
drunk weirdo.
There's something missing.
Ooh, booze. Map of Caribbean. The Pirates of Pontchartrain. Okay. Nice. McCarthy's Pirate Treasure. Should be back here. It's probably not in this room.
Better hold on to these. Wouldn't want them to get lost.
Movie script. Death of the Offer. Show bonus text.
What did you expect from them? You created too much. There wasn't any room to breathe. Your reification rendered all possible worlds void. You took everything they could imagine and constrained it into something that you didn't even care about. Or maybe you did. Perhaps you cared the most of all. Maybe you tried to save them from themselves, and that is why you had to die.
Cassandra's last page.
Jeremy knew that the only one who could help him now was the guest in room number 3. The room seemed to have been empty for so long. But that wasn't allowed to be true. The story needed to be different. To include something from the outside, he would bring the guest back to room 3 and show them what was in that safe. 913. But those were not the right numbers. That was the combination for the safe in the clerk's office.
Two, 5, 7. 2, 5, 7. Nothing else in here. Can't go down here either? Aww. Come on. Why'd you do that?
McCarthy was a deadbeat. His mere presence annoyed Conby. It was like watching the worst version of himself mock him by simply being worthless. While Conby enjoyed watching the child outplay the drunkard, there was something terrifyingly familiar about Grace. It was taunting him, like he was supposed to remember, but couldn't.
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's his daughter. And he's actually, we're being, what's the name of the movie? Leonardo DiCaprio. I know it was a book before that. Shutter Island. We're being Shutter Island. Yes. All right.
This doesn't look good.
Oh no. We found the real asylum now? Unspeakable Cults Part 2. Hopefully we'll find Unspeakable Cults Part 3.
Radiography. Patient Jeremy Hartwood. Date June 14, 1930. Plates.
Next week.
Jeremy's skull proved difficult to capture properly. Partial radiographs worked best. A complete picture of the brain can be assembled by piecing 3 plates together. Observations. Even when looking at an assembled version, a shadow covers significant parts of Jeremy's brain. Possible tumor, but more likely that the equipment is failing. Jeremy reacted strongly to the pictures and claimed to see a giant clay worm eating and displacing his memories. Notes. While this exercise has left me nowhere closer to an answer, I feel confident that a Burkhart lobotomy should sever all necessary parts.
All right, he's lobotomizing people. That's horrific.
Hypothetical psychosurgery based on the ideas by Burkhart and the St. Petersburg research could end up saving Jeremy's mind. Severing the connections around the frontal lobe would certainly solve most mental afflictions. The procedure would be brutal in performance, as well as in efficiency. An ice pick pushed through the edge of the eye and into the skull would untether the nerves like Alexander cutting the Gordian knot. As this would likely leave Jeremy in a very different condition, all other paths should first be explored. The medical instrument I would need for this lobotomy is missing, and I should have Waits order a new one.
We're gonna find it. What did you see, Jeremy? In the dark heart of the bayou, it's surrounded.